Are you looking for smart channel strip for your podcast editing or content creation? Are you looking to streamline your process to work faster? Well, Sonible released a new plugin called SmartChain. This is the latest in their smart plugin lineup, which, if you've watched some of my videos, you'll probably know I'm a big fan of. In this video, I'm taking a first look at it, what's included, and why you might or might not want to replace some of your other plugins with SmartChain. I'll also be releasing a video demonstrating SmartChain soon. Let's start by taking a look at the website. Sonible pitches it this way. SmartChain is an intelligent channel strip and AI-powered mixing plugin that brings intelligent EQing, compression, deharshing, gating, input writing, saturation, and leveling together in one connected workflow. The combination of intelligent processing and mix-wide control takes care of the repetitive groundwork and keeps your session moving. With SmartChain, you'll mix with less setup and more instinct. It has 8 intelligent processes in one plugin. SmartChain normally sells for $179, but is on sale for $99 as part of their introductory sale. If you already own a smart plugin, you're probably eligible for a loyalty discount. My offer was for $59, so check your email. I'll include an affiliate link in the description. Using that link helps support the channel. So now let's switch over to Hindenburg to take a look at it. If you've used any Sonible smart plugins, the layout's going to look pretty familiar to you. For those who are new to these plugins, the first order of business is to choose a source type and then to train it. So we choose our source type here. For most of you watching, we'll be using speech and then high or low depending on whether it's a high-pitched voice or a low-pitched voice. Then we hit the green button, which is their train button, and then we'll play some audio to train it on that audio. The training provides the plugin with what it needs to determine all of the settings used. So let's take a quick look at the rest of the plugin. Over here I guess we'll continue across the top. You have 8 plugin states. Each one allows you to try different settings and toggle between them to find the setting that you like the best. I don't tend to use these that often, but if I'm working on with a new client, I might try a couple different settings to see which one I feel sounds the best. Below that, we have oversampling and then latency choices. Over here on the left is our gate. We can toggle it on and off. This button toggles between smart gate and a more traditional level dependent gate. This allows us to retrain the audio. We've got an input writer with 3 different choices. In the main section, we have our EQ and compressor. On the right side, we've got a de-esser, which has 3 different options. We have sharp, balanced, and soft. Usually we want to use balanced or soft for sibilance. And then down here in the lower right-hand corner, we've got saturator. And then over here, we've got our auto compensation to compensate for level changes caused by the EQ, compression, and saturation model. That's the walkthrough of the main plugin. So with gate, you've got your threshold and impact. Adjust the impact until you're getting the result that you need. Don't go any higher than you need to. Input writer is pretty straightforward. I tend to like slow for this. And then stabilization adjusts how strongly long-term level changes are corrected. With the de-esser, we already covered the 3 options there, and then suppression just adjusts the amount of de-essing. Usually you don't want to push this harder than 60 to 70, because beyond that is where you just start to get lisping type artifacts. I'm not a big fan of saturation on Dialog, so I haven't really played around with that. The main modules in here are the EQ and compressor. That's why they're in the middle. You've got all of the controls you'd expect. You can add different nodes if you need to adjust. But I find that usually the recommended curve does a pretty good job. Over here on the left side, you can adjust or bias this EQ setting to be more warm or more bright. Helps if I can get that node off. And you can see how it changes the EQ curve as we go from warm to bright. But in the middle is typically a good starting point. The compressor is pretty similar. Got your ratio, your attack, threshold, auto release. I find that the smart plugins do a really good job with compression settings as well. And I don't think I've ever really had to adjust the default settings. And then similar to the EQ, we can adjust this to be more dynamic or more dense. Then I did want to touch on the auto leveling. This is not going to be useful for dialogue editing. It's built for music, so I'm not going to spend any time there. Let me pause things real quick and ask that if you're getting value from this video, that you give it a like. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos like my upcoming SmartChain demo. Here are my initial thoughts on SmartChain. It's a solid plugin that can save you some time mixing each dialogue track. It's not exactly a one-for-one replacement for all of the smart plugin processes that are included. For me, the biggest downside that I see is the de-esser. It loses the plosive control you get with Smart DS. This makes some sense since they are going for a more simplified control panel, giving you the most needed controls for the two processes on each side of the main window. Because of this, I'm probably going to stick with Smart DS for client work. In my quick testing, the gate works just about as well as SmartGate. When used on Dialog, it's a context-aware gate, meaning it tries to identify what is and isn't speech, and then tries to gate anything that isn't. This is a huge improvement over traditional level-dependent gates. I wish I did have more control over things like attack and release, but seems to be tuned well enough for Dialog that those may not be needed. If I run into issues, I'll just switch back to using SmartGate for my gating. It truly is the best gate I've found for Dialog. The input writer does a good job and is something I always turned on in SmartComp. It follows longer-term level changes and adjusts them to make the level more consistent before the signal goes into the compressor. The de-esser, it does a good job with sibilance, and it gives you the same control you'd have in the Smart DS plugin. Like I said, I'm not a fan of saturators for dialogue, so I'm not going to put any time into that right now. EQ and the compressor are pretty much the same as their Smart EQ and Smart Comp counterparts. So SmartChain will replace those in my plugin stack. I was excited to see auto leveling, but like I mentioned, it's not something that's going to help for dialogue. That's not a deal breaker, but if you are looking for a leveler plugin, check out Ascentize's free DX level plugin. It does just that. You set a target loudness level in LUFS, and it adjusts the gain in real time to hit that target. I've got a video where I cover that, which I'll link to in the description. For me, the biggest thing here for SmartChain is, as a Hindenburg user, I'm limited to 6 plugin slots per track. SmartChain will allow me to open up an additional slot by replacing SmartComp and SmartEQ in my plugin stack. So opening up an additional slot is always welcome. SmartChain is the first channel strip plugin that I'll probably find myself using for client work. I'm all about speeding up my workflow, and Sonible's smart plugins have done just that for me. They've saved me so much time over the years. So thank you again, Brian Ensminger, if you're watching, for introducing me to Sonible's plugins. So, what about you? Are you interested in SmartChain? Are you already using some of Sonible's smart plugins? Which ones can't you live without? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.